Good morning. Hold on. There we go. A little bit better. Good morning. It is Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Taiji Sword. We've got part of the form that we've been working on. We've got the series of going backwards that we've just been playing with. We'll review that again today, and then we're going to keep going. My goal is, and I was talking about this week, I'm going to say it again today. My goal is that by the end of this year, December, maybe into January, we'll have to see, we will have completed this set. That's my goal. Now, one of the things that I have looked at, and excuse me, hang on. Alright, so one of the things that I've looked at is what I'm doing here in the morning, right? How that is working in terms of my goals and in terms of actually presenting things that folks can follow along with more easily. With that in mind, in January, I'm going to be making some changes to this session. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to finish this. We're going to finish the set. We are going to finish this set. After that, I'm going to look at how I might combine classes, similar to what I did for Tai Chi maybe 6 months ago. Monday, we worked on the form, physical movements. Tuesday, we paid attention to the internal workmanship for those same movements. That provides my estimation, and for me as a teacher, it most certainly provides an easier path for me to explore whatever's going on in those movements. So that's my idea. Need to think about how it's going to play out. This idea that we might have one day where we're paying attention to the physical movements, and the next day same sets, but paying more attention to the internal work. That works out pretty well. So I'm gonna look at that. We have the Qigong sets, Thursday and Friday. I've looked at changing those as well, so that there's, again, the question is more depth, more variety. If I was teaching in-person classes and asking people to come to me, the variety would be good. Different people come on different days and they learn different things, and this person's learning Qingyi, and this person's learning Bagua, and this person's learning Tai Chi, and this person's whatever that happens to be. With video, we've got a different scenario, and I have to pay attention to that. It has to be paid attention to. It's not going to walk off by itself. So, let you know, just do a little foreshadowing here. There's some changes coming after the beginning of the year. Let's get started with today. All right, basic stretch, feet about shoulder width apart. Drop the shoulders, open the back, relax the neck, pull up through the crown of the head, hand circle the front, and back around both sides, up along the center line, stretch out, remember, keep your knees bent and roll up. Stretch out. And roll up through the back. Reach up. And hands drop down. Fingertips back down to the sides. A little bit of leg work. Right leg front. Remember, push into the heel, not into the toes. Don't push into your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Change the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Back to the right side. Yeah, we're going there. We're going there. Keep, open that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And come on up. Other side. Open it up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And come on up. All right. Using the legs. There's more. I'm going to set this up over here and get a sip of coffee as we get started here. Okay. As we are working, and I did that low work intentionally, right? As we are working through paying attention to what we should be doing with the blade, right? We also need to be paying attention to what we're supposed to be doing in the form. There is low work. Many of the stances that I've given can be done lower. There are some parts of this form that actually require that low work. So we haven't got there yet. Not entirely. So we want to pay attention to that as we practice. This idea that we only pay attention to the sword, that's part of why, and I know I'm being chatty this morning, but hey, bear with me. That's part of why this is sword, broadsword, whatever it is given after you learn form. After you learn a Tai Chi form. Now you can learn, oh, I'm going to add something to that, right? I won't, I'm going to say this clearly and then we get started. In my teaching, right, video is video. I can't decide who's going to watch what, who's going to learn what. And it's open. I want people to learn. In class, in in-person class, if somebody comes to me and says, I want to learn Wudang Sword, they're going to go learn Tai Chi form first. You don't start with sword. You don't. Nobody does. Okay? Period. It's a disservice to the student, and whatever might be learned will always and forever be incomplete, because the foundations that come from Tai Chi practice aren't going to be there. And I've talked about this as well. The characteristics of one form don't transfer to the others. If I learn Chen style, that's not going to help me learn Wudang style sword. If I learn Yang style, it's not going to help me learn Wudang sword. It's not. Wudang Tai Chi will help me learn Wudang sword. Okay? Just keep in mind my point. Keep in mind that there are foundation principles, there are foundation exercises that need to have been done before you start practicing the sword. Makes the practice go so much more smoothly, and it allows for proper development of the skills. Feet together, stand straight. Pick spot. Relax. Pull up through the crown of the head. Sword hand. Pay attention to where your sword is. Salute. Relax the breath. And breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Open the left. Turn. Down on the left, up on the center, come up. And up. 1, 2, 3. Shift back. Change hands. Alright. That's where we're going to stop today. We're going to do more. Don't worry about it. All right, I didn't call the moves, right? As we work through the form, pay attention, we're going to do this all again, pay attention to the direction and the dynamic of the movement with the stepping method with the blade. Stand straight. Relax the breath. Open the back. Salute. And breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Relax the breath. Turn the left. Up on the left. Down on the right. Come on up the center. And turn 1, 2, 3. Shift back. Change hands. Step through. Slice up and down. Slice across and come around. Relax for a second. I'm going to talk about this for just a minute. As we get do this. I'm here. As I come across, this leg needs to get ready to come up and down. This turns down, right? Slice across, slice across and down. Straight down. Well, more or less straight down. A little bit of an angle. As you're up, bring it around and down more. Okay, so here, come around, up, down. That that dynamic creates the opportunity for what we're doing next. Here. From the beginning. We're here. Shift back. Change hands. Up. Out. Come across. Pay attention to your weight. Up. Down. Now down. Slice across. Come around. Down. Straight up. Down. Pull it back. Slice. Again. Down, slice down, slice up, turn it. Outward circle, counterclockwise, turn and pull it in. All right? Start from the beginning. Up, out, slice across, up, down. Come around, up, slice, down, up, turn it. Slice out, and extend. There are several moves that we keep the hand next to the sword or close to it. Here. There are some, the hand's up here. And there are those that we use the full extension. All right. As we come through this, come here, this idea, extend and turn the tip, hook, bring the sword around. Right? That dexterity comes from knowing where the sword is, letting it be flexible. I'm going to hold my sword, I'm going to hold my sword, I'm going to hold my sword. That will never work. Open the hand a little bit. Keep the sword in your hand, right? You got to keep the sword in your hand. But notice that my hand is not tight. It's actually quite open. That gives me the dexterity to do what I'm doing with the sword. Takes a little practice. Pay attention to, and this goes to that extension idea that I've talked about quite a bit. The idea that the sword is an extension of what you're doing, and that you extend the energy through it. With the idea that you have learned how to do that through basic Tai Chi practice. Okay? Learning how to do it with the sword. Start with basic Tai Chi practice. Learn how to extend your energy to your hand. Then start with the sword. Okay? As we connect, literally, with the sword, with this case, my sword. As we connect with that, we need to understand how it feels. Is it balanced? Is it not balanced? What does this feel like when it's turning in my hand? Because if I don't understand that, if I don't learn that, then most of this can't be done. It ends up being a stiff arm with a stiff grip, and you can't do much of anything because your wrist isn't moving. Not nearly the way that it can move if you're not trying to grip the sword like this. Okay? It's not, more practice. Alright, so let's start with just after needle at C-bottom, here. Alright, so I step up, step through, turn around, down, up, turn, slice, come around and out. That go this way. Here. Lean back, come around, and out. And no, not down here, it's up here. Alright. You need to lean back. The idea is you're moving something that's coming at you. And you want to move it out of your face, pretty much. Alright? So lean. Here we get to do that. Here. Slice. Come around. And out. From here. Hook. One more time. Here. Slice. Come around. Out. Come down 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm going to try something here that I'm not entirely sure about, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, so we're here, out, come around, yeah, excuse me, one more time, here, out, come around, out, and 1, 2, 3, not enough. Not enough. That goes all the way down. So I was talking about opening the legs. This goes all the way down. One more time. Come with me. Try this with me. Keep your weight on your back foot. As you sink, you go down, keep your weight on your back foot. Extend the front foot to transfer the weight. One, 2, 3, and down. Up, down. 3, 4. All right. It's going to take me some more work. The change to go backward. Okay, we talked about this. Sip coffee and review. All right. As we come up, so from here, come up, 1, 2, go backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. this way. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for my direction. Hang on. Give me a second. Just a second. All right. So 1, 2. Let me go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Each set, right? As I come up, paying attention to the tip of the blade as I turn. I have to turn my wrist over. This has to turn over to go back behind me. As I slice across and down. Remember that figure 8 that we were doing at the very beginning? All right, slice, slice, down. Slice, slice, down. The difference is that we're going backwards as we're doing this. All right. Step up, down, and slice up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This dynamic. All right, so being centered and paying attention to how the extension is managed is really, really important. You throw yourself off balance, or you end up thinking, I'm going backwards, I'm going backwards, I'm going backwards, I'm going backwards, I'm going to pull this backwards. No, not for this. This goes forward, you go backward. All right? Let's do it from here. Right leg front, left leg back. Sword is up and across. Step up, down, up, down. Come across. Lean back, out, hook 1, 2, up. Let the dynamic here bring you up. And remember that you should be going down on one leg. Right? Just that part. And we're going to keep going, but I need a little more space here. All right, hook, 1, 2, up, down, and up, 2, go back, 1, 2, 3, 4, slice, slice, down, out. Relax for a minute. The changes that we're looking at should be smooth and continuous. Same as Tai Chi moves. All right? This slice, slice, down, back. And then I come around and out. I'm going to cover this just a second. As we're going backwards, make sure that you've got in mind, I'm beating on this a lot today, I know. Make sure that you've got in mind the idea that whatever is going on in front of you, you still have to kind of be aware of what's behind you. You're not in one two-dimensional space where the only thing that's here is whatever's in front of you. You have to pay attention to what's behind you. Same as if we're going forward, you still have to kind of pay attention to what's behind you. But in this case, we're actually moving backwards. So if I don't want to hit the wall, I need to pay attention to where the wall is. Come across. 1, 2, 3, 4. And circle 1. Hook 1, 2, 3. One more time. Just this piece, then I'm going to pick it up from where we are. Set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come around and out. Over here. Hook, hook, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just that piece again. Going up. No, do the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That timing, together with the placement, sets us up for where we go next. Same as with everything else, right? So, slice, slice, step back, now, down, up, and across. It seems, for me, it seems easier than it may look. As we come across, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pay attention to where my hands are. All right? Right, left, down, center. Come around and down. Step through. Keep the weight well distributed. Stay centered over your supporting leg. Anytime we're up on one leg, you've got to be centered over that leg, okay? Over here, turn 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, out. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you should notice that I am trying to work a little bit lower. Do that. One more time. 1, 2, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, and across. Rest for a second. I want to check something here. All right. this series one more time. Okay, and then I'm going to take the set that moves backwards, and I'll do that one time. Okay, so the whole series. Right here. Step up, down, up, out, come around, out, hook 1, hook 2, up 3. Up 3 and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just this last bit, as we're moving backwards, and then the change to start forward again. Step right, left, center, out, down, up, step. I'm putting my sword down. That we're going to be done for today. All right. I have emphasized repeatedly this idea that we use what we learned from Tai Chi practice and apply it to our sword practice. There's a dynamic that goes with the sword. Because it's a sword, right? That is not the same as the empty hand form. It's a little bit different. We've got a sword, we're doing something with it. Using that, keeping your hand open and flexible so that the sword moves in the hand is important, not only for your own dexterity, but for the ability to use the sword through the form. This becomes, a little preview here, this becomes more important. With jian, dragon becomes a sword. So Wudang Taiji, dragon changes, the sword changes into a dragon, the dragon becomes a sword. Either way you want to look at it, the sword functions as if it were a dragon. Lots of flexibility and a little bit more dynamic than what we've got here. All right. Tomorrow I'll be here with Wudang Qigong. Fundamental sets, foundation sets 1 through 9, advanced sets 10 through 18 on Friday. Next week we're going to be doing the same thing. Wudang Tai Chi on Monday. Oh, excuse me, I keep trying to do that. I'm going to have to make that change eventually. All right, Yang style Tai Chi on Monday. Tuesday, Wudang style Tai Chi. Wednesday, Tai Chi Sword. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. I hope you'll join me. Thank you.